and YouTube. Hi, Facebook and YouTube. Back again on the Deek Parassini show, where I come here what's today? I always forget the date. Wednesday on the theme Deek. So we always pick a theme, and the theme selected by the audience last time was self-development. So that's the reason I picked up this topic, self-development. So if you want to ask any questions in relation to self-development, let me know. Hi, Mahalakshmi. Hi, Negi Bhavesh. So there's a lot of people joining in. Let's just give a couple of minutes for people to join. Hi, Shrishti Alva. Thanks a lot for joining in. Many people have joined and many people waved also. So I'm waving you all back. Thanks a lot for all the waves on Instagram. So as you know, you can ask any questions with regards to self-development. It's a theme topic. So we pick a theme every Wednesday to answer the questions what you're looking for, right? So yeah, so feel free to ask me the questions, Instagram on the questions section or on the comment section with regards to self-development. I actually, when people gave me the topic self-development, I thought for a while, like, what is there to talk about self-development? Self-development is the most easiest thing which anyone needs to know about. So before I get into talking about self-development, I really want, there are few people who really went after self-development. It was versus, right? It was marriage versus self-development. So many of I think the girls were picking up on marriage, and I think many of the guys were taking on self-development. And at the end of the day, it all came up. I got more votes on self-development. That's the reason I've picked. Most probably next Wednesday, I would be doing on topic on marriage, right? So hopefully I'll try to bring my wife too, if she's available, or she can come down for doing it with me. But obviously next one will be marriage. No more negotiation on that. Many people have been talking to me to talk about marriage. So that is going to happen next, Wednesday, right? So today is all self-development. Shoot your questions. What do you want to know about self-development? Why did you ask me to pick this topic? I really don't know who all went after this topic. So I need questions from you people. What is that you want to know about self-development? For me, self-development is very simple. You have self and you have development, right? When you talk about yourself, it is just you and only you and no one else revolving around that. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Rajani, for signing in on Facebook. So I'm going to talk about self-development. So I don't know why people pick me. I know marriage, a lot of questions are going to come. I'm quite sure. So Sneha is asking a question. How can I improve my knowledge and where to search for it? Knowledge is totally free in this world right now. That's what I believe. My intention is to spread positivity completely free to this world in the best possible way. So if you really look at it, knowledge is free. Information is overloaded. But the problem here is which information tends to become a knowledge for you, where you can apply it in the right sense, which gives you self-growth. That is where the wisdom is. Because I don't know who was the great quote, which was still, most of the wisdom is hidden in the information, or most of the wisdom is lost in the overload of information, right? There's so much information being hit on you through media, through social media, through TV, through your mobiles, through your parents. There's so much of information being hit onto you. But the question what you have to ask here is what am I really using? It's not where to search knowledge. It is to differentiate which knowledge is important for my self-development and which knowledge. The problem is there's enough knowledge. Knowledge is everywhere free. Internet is completely free. Now, internet knowledge problem is all the internet knowledge is always a sales pitch too, right? So they're selling you a product at the end of the day. So make sure you don't fall into selling. Focus on that knowledge which you're looking for. So how can you improve your knowledge? The question here is what knowledge do I need to improve myself? So once you have that idea of what knowledge I need to improve myself, that is when you start working on and searching that related knowledge so that you can improve, right? Hi, Monali. Thanks a lot for signing in on Facebook. So I hope, Sneha, I've answered the question. Oh, there's lots of crazy waves here going on. I need to wave each and every person here. I like waving. It's really cool. I'm not talking about depression here, guys. I want to talk about self-development only. If you want random questions, I do it in the Ask Deek Show. Hi, Purnima. Thanks a lot for joining in. Purnima, ma'am? I don't know. It looks like a very elderly lady, so I think she should be a ma'am. So feel free to ask me any questions with regard to self-development. If there's no questions, I will be taking random questions, right? So thanks a lot, Sanjay Kumar, for signing in. So feel free to ask me your questions on the comments column. How can I know my interest in which field? Okay, so this was similar to self-development. That's I'm picking that question. How can I know my interest in which field? All you need to do is that go back into your life, compare your life once you were a child. What was your interest? What was your favorite subject? Which teacher was relating to? Which topic was relating to you? Whichever that is making that interest, you need to fill up a career, or you need to find a career, or you need to find that career path which is going to lead to it. At the end of the day, what is interest? You would love to do it and you would keep doing it for the rest of your life. You get paid or if you don't get paid. When you're interested about something, for you nothing else matters. It's about that doing that something. If there is something like that, there you go. You're good to go, right? So hi Kavya, thanks a lot for joining in. Aditya, thanks a lot. So Janet Angel, how to act with other people's gossip others. Again, guys, I want self-development question and not my general question. That I do it on the Ask Deek Show, but still that is a very good topic which I like to talk about. Gossiping is like an indirect prayer. Gossiping is like an indirect prayer. When you keep gossiping about someone, you're praying for their good. If you say this person's a topper, this person's a topper, this person's a topper, obviously your prayer is going towards that person. From that point of view. So how do you stop it? Don't listen to gossip, because gossip is just a waste of time. Is your energy being transferred whoever we gossip about? Each and every celebrity is a celebrity because you talk about them, you gossip about them, your energy gets transferred. Your growth or your self-development energy transfers to that celebrity. That is why they are doing well. So make sure you preserve your energy within yourself for your development, because whoever you talk about, whoever you give your mind to, is growing with your energy. Make sure you understand that. Make sure you know how to differentiate that, because if you don't do it, someone else will use your energy and get that success which you are actually worthy for. So make sure you understand that difference. I hope, Janet, I've answered that question. Okay, I got a question here from Mahalakshmi. If someone says to me to correct something, I follow it only when they correct in that. If you are not correct in that and says me to change, I just ignore it. It is that correct? It's a very beautiful question, Mahalakshmi. So what she's asking is, if someone is telling you to correct something, and if they are not. Now, obviously, your parents is a different discussion altogether, right? But if it's outsiders, always take advice from people who have already achieved it. Make this point very clear. Only take advice from people who have achieved it and not. There are many people around the internet. There's many people around who are not millionaires and telling how to be a millionaire, right? So make sure you get the advice from the right people who have achieved it. So if someone is telling you to do this, do that, ask them, how do I do it? Then the truth will come out. Rather than saying, they say, do this, okay, how do you want me to do it? If you have achieved it, tell me how you have done it. And that's how you're going to take that. It's not ignoring them. Whenever someone gives you any advice, take it. But then see and if it's really practical for you or not. If it's not practical, ask the same person, how do I do it? And if they don't have an answer, that means be careful, right? I hope, Mahalakshmi, I've answered the question, right? So I got a question that was Facebook. Now I got a YouTube question from Simply Clever. Can self-development make his things only ever matters? Oops. That English, I need to figure it out what it actually can. Self-development make it Simply Clever, your question have something wrong in it. I really can't figure out what you actually meant to say in that. Make it think only our life. I really didn't understand your question. Next question from Facebook. Sanjay Kumar, how can you keep every bit of life motivational? If you keep doing what you love doing, you will always be self-motivated. Full stop, right? But the point here is do you love what you're doing? right? If you're not loving what you're doing, you'll always be demotivated because you're not doing what your heart really wants. So what you need to do here is if you want to be completely inspired and motivated, keep doing what you love doing it. And other thing, what you got to understand is that you should be really triggered. Like when you're hungry, you really go motivated to eat food. Forget anything. You forget everything in this world. Same way, you should be hungry in your life to achieve greatness, to achieve success, to do self-develop, and you need that to be self-motivated, right? So I hope I have answered that question, Sanjay. Let me go on Instagram. Raja Sri, how to be quiet and silent if someone is talking about us? You're a celebrity. It's as simple as that. If someone is talking about you, you come under a celebrity status, enjoy that, have fun with it, but don't respond to it because they might be talking good about you or bad about you. It doesn't make any difference. Make them talk about you so that their energy transfers to you. That's the secret. Make them talk about you so that their energy transfers to you. That's a celebrity secret if you all want to know how to be a celebrity, right? So, how do you know stage of phobia or now live? How Dr. Unait Patel, what to do in stage phobia or now live Q&A? Stage phobia, okay, you can take it as again under self-development, so I will take it, right? So stage phobia is basically fear of the stage. Only best way to improve that is go and sit in front of the stage without talking. The more you sit onto it, the more it starts giving you the confidence to do more of that talk, right? So secret of stage speaking or secret of removing stage fear is exposure of stage as much as you can. It is not compulsory you have to talk, but sit. You would have seen in many stage shows that all the VIP tend to sit in the stage for a long time and then only they'll come on the podium to talk. That same thing happening. They're just getting comfortable with the crowd, and that's it. I've talked to kids. I've really picked up random people from the stage, made them talk as a speaker in just 5 minutes. So it's nothing as fear. Fear normally comes, or phobia normally comes when you have limited knowledge about a certain topic. Make sure you get more information of how to do it and it starts figuring it out, right? Mukul is saying, read Bhagavad Gita, all your problems will be fixed by self. Reading is fine, but there is an action which needs to be backed up with it for the changes to happen, right? So, Vital is asking a question which I keep answering every day: how to increase concentration towards studies. You should know why studies is important for you. When you know why the studies are important for you, automatically the concentration will start building up. You're always concentration of your next. If you have your friend's party tomorrow, I'm telling you, your complete concentration goes for that party, right? It's as simple as that, guys. Concentration comes on what is most important for you. And if study is important for you, concentration will come. But is studies important for you? That's a call which you have to make, not me, right? Rashmi is asking how to handle silent treatment. What does that mean? Silent treatment of what? I don't know. Just can you explain a little more? Krishna, guys, I want you to ask questions with regards to self-development. Please, it's a theme, Deek. I don't want to make it an Ask Deek, right? So I specifically, many people pumped up, yes, not on the Ask Deek saying that self-development. What do you want to know about self-development? What are the doubts? I'm here to clear doubts, right? As you know, my mission is to spread positivity completely free to this world. And I do all my sessions for free. It's based on your feedback I'm doing these sessions. It's for your benefit I'm doing these sessions. If you have a question, clear it out. Meet me once, clear your doubts, and then don't meet me again. That's what I tell everyone. So make sure you get that right. How to avoid social media like WhatsApp and Instagram? Uninstall them, full stop. It is over. What is the big problem there? But still you want to use it? Then it's a different thing. You have to block some people. You have to unlike some pages. You have to unfollow some pages. And that is how you filter it out. And then everything gets positive, right? Esheolic is asking how to build up self-confidence. Now, when you talk about self-confidence, it is the confidence of the self. The more you know about yourself, you have confidence on doing a certain thing. So what is self-confidence? Knowing your strength and how well you can use your strength is called self-confidence. So when you have a certain level of strength, which you know, based on that, you tend to build up strength. For example, you're climbing a mountain. When you're climbing a mountain, you know what height you can go, what support you need. Once you're clear of that strength, automatically confidence will start coming in. The other way is you need to take small steps. Don't look at the peak of the mountain and get worried about the mountain. All you need to do here is that focus on each step towards the mountain. Focus on each level of the mountain and slowly take one step at a time and reach there, right? Next, I'm taking a question from Mahalakshmi again on Facebook. Guys, I'm telling you, come on Facebook and YouTube. There's only 15 people and its numbers are coming now slowly close by. So that's really good. How do you find that I'm an introvert and an extrovert? I feel I have both the qualities. Enjoy it if you have both the qualities. When you want to be silent, you're silent. When you want to be overactive, you're overactive. That's a very good strength which you have. Don't stamp yourself as an introvert or an extrovert. Both introvert and an extrovert has his own strength and weakness. So make sure you get that difference cleared off, because that way is much more easier, right? Introvert has a strength and extrovert has a strength. Both people are needed in a country or in a place to work. So make sure you get that cleared off, right? Priyanka, don't talk about negativities. Okay, Singer Riddhi got the answer. That's good. Deeps is asking how I'm doing. I'm always positive and rocking. Priyanka is asking how to ignore toxic people. Guys, self-development. The question is with regards to self-development. So please ask about self-development, or my theme Deek Show will get mixed up. Anyways, I'm just joking. It doesn't matter. My objective is to give the answers. As long as the questions are coming, I'm going to start talking. But sometimes I might filter about the topics which you're asking me, right? So Priyanka, how to ignore toxic people? How do you know they are toxic? Please need your help. Good question. Stop believing people outside your family. They can always hurt you with time. They can always hurt you when things change. They can always hurt you when they have their own strategies going behind the back. Mother, father, husband are the three people you got to trust, and they will 99% they won't be toxic. They might have fights, you might have conflict of interest, but never toxic. Mother, brother, sister until marriage. After that, they can be toxic once the partner comes under. Children's until marriage. After that, the toxic relationship will start coming back again. So if you follow these 5 people, and everyone outsiders should never be trusted or never be, because they can always break your test, and that's it. Now, if you are toxic, say thank you very much. I don't want any relationship with you, and step out of it. They're outside your family. It doesn't make any big difference to say that. So do that. It's as simple as that. Now, if you can't run away from them or be a part of it, all you need to do is stay there quiet. Don't get too involved in the toxic relationship. If they're spreading toxic, guys, I'm not here. I'm not interested. Focus on your growth, and that's it. I hope, Priyanka, I have answered your question. What's my view on network marketing? Guys, I really want to reply questions on self-development. If you want me to answer questions like that, ask me on the Ask Deek Show, please. So that it's important, right? So Nikhil on YouTube is asking me a question. Is self-development important or not? That's the only thing which is the most important thing in a person's life. That's why I picked the topic, right? Guys, I'll tell you something. People ask me, what's the purpose of life to that person, right? The purpose of life is growth, and that is 99% self-growth. If you constantly keep growing on to that point of view, I'm telling you, automatically you are on the right track, right? So make sure you do that and figure it out, right? So I think my wife just came on the other side and she's showing me a lot of faces. Yeah. Right? So I just smiled back. That's why my constellation once she comes, my constellation will shift a little bit, right? Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah, back to self-development. Yes, it's important. The purpose of life is growth. And for growth, you need to develop yourself. And what do you have to develop on? 5 main aspects of life, which I always keep saying: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. These are the 5 things you have to develop on. And if you keep developing on that, we love all by heart. I think that's Bonnie, right? Bobby. So yes, how to more self-development. These are the 5 things: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. Keep improving every day. Am I a good son? Am I a good colleague? Am I a good friend? Am I a good brother? Am I a good sister? improve that. After a relationship, education. Is my education growing? Am I improving in terms of the knowledge which I have? Am I creating new stuff? That's education. Next is health. Am I working out? Am I fit? Am I healthy enough to do greatness? Fourth is learn about money. Develop on money, how to save money, how to invest money, how can I multiply my money, how do I save, how do I share my money, how do I grow my money? That's finance. Loving yourself, loving the God which you believe in, you're loving everything else. Obviously, your wife would also come in, or husband would also come in, loving that relationship and making it a little more stronger. I hope that clears which are the 5 main aspects, people. So every day, make sure you're developing these 5 aspects, and that's it. Anish is asking a counter question on Facebook. Of our behaviors toward parents is angriness, how to improve that? Now, parents' anger. Why do you get angry with parents? I'll tell you something. You don't know their complete story. When you don't know their complete story, obviously you start ignoring your parents, you start getting angry. So make sure you talk to your parents, try to understand that full story. Parents have a certain thought process just because they are built up that way and they have that experience which is making them think in a certain way. You have just maybe under 20 to 25 years of experience. That experience treats you or makes you a better human being. And you have more up-to-date information which your parents don't have. So what you need to have, instead of conflicting and showing anger between each other, have an open conversation and talk what you know, let them talk what they know, and see if you can have a win-win situation where both are achieving at the end of the day. Right? I hope I've answered the question, Anisha. Right? Okay, now let me just go back, and I think I missed out a lot of Instagram questions. I'm going to pick that. So when I do something as my wish and my choice, and people say that I'm selfish, then what do I answer? Sneha, let them tell you you're selfish. If you don't take care of yourself, no one else will ever take care of you. So make sure you take care of yourself, and when you have time to serve the world, go and serve the world. People say that selfish because they want to make you feel guilty about what you're doing, which is your self-growth. And then they want to get your energy transferred to them. That's all they're going to try and do. If you can know how to grow on yourself, your growth itself is a motivation for others. So make sure you get that right. Sneha, I hope I have answered that question. Rajat, yes, Rajat, I know I saw your messages too in Instagram. Sorry, you have messaged me asking about how to discipline, how to plan out life, and how to manage my timetable. It's good you asked me the question now. I'm going to reply to that. I hope you're there, right? Because guys, I don't see the last chats. I'm taking one question after the other. So I really don't know what you have messaged bottom. So I'm just going to take one question after everyone. As Nikhil, I've already answered that question previously of self-development is important in life or not. I've already done that. How to discipline in life? Asked by Rajat Gupta. He's talking about more on timetable. He's talking on more on that productivity point. He told me, how do you manage time? I replied to him that don't work on managing or controlling time because time is constant. The best thing you can do is to control projects. For example, you have 5 chapters to complete. What most students will do, 6 a.m., in the afternoon, I will do 1 chapter. In the next afternoon, I will do 1 chapter. In the next afternoon, I will do 1 chapter. You have various other plans also in the morning, in the evening, and in the night. But what happens in the afternoon, one fine day, your mama will say, let's go outside. Your mom is in the hospital or something, crisis happened where you can't follow that schedule. You become demotivated. You become, completely lost. And then you think that what the heck I'm supposed to do? I've lost this thing. How I can complete 5 more days to go? Pressure builds up, stress builds up. That is the wrong way. This timetable is the most, okay, some people need it to follow that specific time, but I'm not a person who supports timetable because I never did anything on a timetable basis. My point is to do product-based, right? Which is project-based, which means I have 5 chapters to complete. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. Day 1, I woke up and I'm going to finish that chapter and only then I'm going to sleep. Day 2, I'm going to finish the chapter and only then I'm going to sleep. When you have that attitude, you're project-based. So for example, day 1, you did your project. Day 2, something happened in the afternoon, even you can move it and do that and finish that. Now, sometimes what happened, the whole day you have a party. Your friends are all enjoying the party. That day, no, I have to study in the afternoon. I can't come with you. But half the time when you're studying, you're thinking about this party. Don't you think your performance dropped by 50% because 50 times you're talking about the party, 50 times you're thinking about your studies. So what you have to do is go that whole day, enjoy the party. Next day, third day, do project 2 and project 3 and then finish it all together. If you're really smart and if you're really talented enough and really, really good enough, 5th day, do 5 chapters together, enjoy the rest of the day. That's what I do. My thing is wake up, keep doing the most important task first and keep doing it until you go and sleep based on whatever order is important for you. And that is how you have to have an enjoyment in your life. So suddenly some more important thing comes. I just shift the other important thing and start doing that. But then make careful, you can waste a lot of time in this process, right? Because what happens is that you keep what is most important. Suddenly a movie comes, you have to know to differentiate what is most important in the principle which I'm talking about. If you can't do that, then go ahead with the timetable and fix yourself to a time where every second you're going to be late because time is thing which cannot be stopped. One day you're going to wake up late and boom, what am I supposed to do? I've lost all my track. I hope I have answered that question, Rajat. Now, I hope I don't have to remind you also about, I don't have to reply to, I'll reply to you saying that I've already answered on Instagram. Okay, next question. Deepak, leaving the job in which there is no care about one's health, is it right, this corona situation? My personal suggestion, don't leave any of the jobs right now. Simple as that. So what you need to do is that a body can work 24/7. It needs a sleep of 8 hours in between. It can work for 24/7. So if your health is getting affected, you need to eat right or you need to work out right so that your health doesn't. I know you won't be told to work 18 or 20 hours. I'm sure they'll be maximum, they'll be telling you to work for 8 or 16, maximum 16 or 12 hours. You have the remaining hours to eat well, take care of your health, see good stuff, positive stuff. Don't ever leave any job during the coronavirus time because I'm telling you, the next opportunity, God only knows when, because the whole world is crashing. Now, Indigo, I just came to know they have removed 10% of their staff, right? There was another aeroplane, they removed all crew line, cabin crew, and they just kept the captain to manage the people. So make sure you don't do that mistake. Deepak Panu. Okay, there's a lot of highs. Hi, Priyanka. Hi, Dr. Patel. Okay, he got the answer. Priyanka is asking again, why I'm talking to all Priyankas? Where are there so many Priyankas coming from? I think everywhere I'm Priyanka. I think so many Priyankas are there watching our show here. That is interesting. How can you stop telling bad when someone says bad word to you? Why do you feel bad when someone says a bad word to you? Is because you have this huge self-respect which you have about yourself. And once someone calls you, your self-respect gets hit. And then you tell that, oh, why did they tell this to me? How dare they tell this to me? They shouldn't do this to me. It goes on and goes on and goes on. If I call you a dog, would you be a dog? But then you have a self-respect of a human. And when I call you a dog and that self-respect begins to hit you, that is when you feel bad about when someone calls you a bad word. You know who your mother is. You know who your father is. If someone calls your mother or a father a dog, does it make any difference? Answer is no. But when you doubt, obviously, problem starts happening. So what you need to do here is that always think that you're sitting on top of an elephant and there's nothing more or less about it. There is dogs below, will always bark against you. There's nothing to bother for you. Just stay quiet. Move on. You're sitting on top of the elephant. You know the volley of elephant. You know the strength of the elephant. And you know you're sitting on the top of the elephant. Don't go after the dogs which is barking down with the bad words and you feel bad about it. Don't think that you're so important in this world. Guys, I'll tell you something. You're just a small ant when you see the whole world in one picture, right? So you're just an ant and to this world or to this earth. So just take it easy and move on, right? I hope I've answered that question. Instagram, Facebook, there's lots of questions on Instagram. We just finished that. I'll come back. This is 1.5 hour show. And we just finished half an hour. There's another 1 hour I'll be talking. So there's nothing to worry. But please ask about self-development because it's the Theme Deek Show and not the Ask Deek Show. The Ask Deek Show I do on Monday where you can randomly ask me any question. Only don't ask me one question. how I'm answering all these questions. Remaining else, you can ask me any question, right? Now back to, please say something about self-support system. Anson, Matthew, I really don't know what you mean by self-support system. If you could explain a little more better, I can clearly tell you, right? Guys, we can control our emotions. Now there's so many things. Sir, after long back, I see you. Khadir Subramani, I come here every 4 days now live. I really don't know if, obviously, I'm going to promote my reschedule onto my Instagram. Have a look at it. Guys, removing negative thoughts and all that, I'm not picking. I know there's a lot of questions. People still asking me on negative thoughts. I've talked a lot about this in my previous shows. So I will pick in terms of this one, right? So Priyanka again asks me a question. See, guys, I'm going in order on the basis of questions. I'll come to everyone's question at the end of the day. Key or important things involved in self-development. I've already talked about it. Priyanka, is just 5 aspects: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. Keep improving this every day. You're on the right track. Right. So thank you. Oh, Nitin is from Alva. That's good to know. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Which book or person, this is from Shashank, which book or person we need to study on self-development? There is no other book than your own life to study about. Every negative thing is teaching you something. Every positive thing is telling you did a great job. So what you need to do is that everything what is negative, you need to keep improving it on a daily basis. So everything what is negative, keep improving it on a daily basis. And everything what is what you've done good, keep doing it better again, right? So everything negative, improve it so that it becomes positive. You don't need to refer to anyone's book. Your life itself is the greatest book you can read. But many people, no, I haven't read someone else's book. See how he have achieved. You have your own life. Make sure you focus on that and then build it up around that. And that is what's most important. I hope I have answered that question. Thank you for everyone's hi, Ritik, hi, Rockstar. Thank you for being a part of this. Pratiksha, thanks a lot for all the respect and love from Varanasi. So I want to develop myself, but I can't find the way. I really told you what you need to do is see what is good, hear what is good, feel what is good, eat what is good, and feel what is good. If you start doing that, you are on the right track to self-development. See what is good, which means whatever I see will be positive. Whatever I hear, I know many people hear a lot of songs which is very sad, waste of time. A lot of songs with a lot of bad words, waste of time. They see a lot of crap on TV which has no value to their life. Opposite of self-development, right? I don't know, someone is calling me from on the phone, so due to which it is just getting blocked up. So I think I need to do it from now. Let me just move a little bit more on to the Habib is asking, what is the most important in love? I don't know which love you're talking about. Mother's love, father's love, animal love, home love, God love. There's many loves. I really don't know Hajibi, which love you're talking about, right? So let me just pause for Instagram for some time. Let me take questions from this, right? Anisha Gupta is asking, sir, I feel alone and at times no one tries to understand me. So what can I do that time? Anisha, I don't know if you believe in God. If you believe in God, no one is alone. At the end of the day, God is there always around you, or whatever books you believe in or God you believe in, start to have a connection with that person or God or whoever you believe in and build up that relationship. If you don't believe in God, it's a different discussion. For me, positivity can be achieved with God or without God. That's a call which you want to make at the end of the day. But here, what you need to understand here is at that time, look towards that. Now, if you're happy alone, it's okay, no issues. But then when no one is understanding you, instead of sitting there, oh, no one is understanding me, your job should be, why I can't clearly explain them something? Is it I'm putting a lot of effort to explain something to them? Or am I overdoing something which I'm not supposed to do? Understand that. And slowly, you get it from there. Now, you don't believe in God. Okay, so that's great. So if you don't believe in God, you might be believing in something, right? Maybe your studies, maybe yourself. If you believe in yourself, what you need to do is that when no one is there with you, all you need to do is that there is something you are driving towards, right? There'll be something which you are living towards you, right? So find what is that and start to relate to that. That's point number one. And when you say that when no one is understanding you, there is a reason. Maybe it's a communication issue which you're talking about. Maybe it is something related to, how well you are not presenting yourself. That's why they're not understanding you. So, and then last thing, some people are never going to understand whatever you tell them. Don't waste your time there, right? I hope I've answered that question. Simply clever, taking too much time for studying a chapter is draining my confidence. Any suggestion to improve? It's not suggestion to improve. You got to find out why you're taking so much time to study. Is it because sometimes people are so distracted in their mind, how much ever they study, they're not focusing on something else. They're watching on someone, thinking of something else and studying. Obviously, the problem here is if you understand and study, it remains forever. If you by heart and study after the exams or something happens in the middle of the exams, you're going to forget it. So make sure you understand and study so it works out on your favor, right? Mahesh is asking on Facebook, I used to overthink about the mistakes I did in past, why being alone? And I also overthink to take some decision in present now. Is that okay? Overthinking, I keep telling, is a waste of time. It never gives you anything. Go and take actions and see how the results are. And once the results comes out, then you will know what changes and think about that. Don't just think and think, because most of the time you assume stuff when you're thinking a lot. And when the assumptions comes, you'll never get your right advice. Kumar is asking, fluent English, sir, how to talk? Suggest me. Okay, I think it was a compliment. Anyways, just joking. Guys, English, if you want to learn or improve very quick, what you need to do is that, as Amitabh Bachchan told, I talk English, I walk English, and whatever he used to say. So make sure you see English shows, talk English. You have your friends, go talk to them in English. You have your parents, go teach them English. And watch only. If you watch a lot of Hindi shows, your Hindi improves. If you watch a lot of Malayalam shows, your Malayalam improves. If whatever language you see exposed to most, that automatically improves. So make sure you do that and go on, right? I hope Mahesh, okay, they all got the answer. Now I'll move to Instagram. Okay, so laziness is Pratiksha is asking from Varanasi, I think, right? So laziness is a very big obstacle in development oneself. How to avoid laziness? Laziness is a pure choice. It is just your personal choice. I'll tell you something. When you're hungry, do you have laziness to eat? No, you'll directly go and eat. When your mother is in the hospital, do you sit there and be lazy? Oh, mama, I can't come today. I'm just lazy. No, you're going to run and go. What is important, you will do. What you're lazy about are things which is not important for you. And what you're going to do there is just stick there and lazy. So find out why everything is important for you and work it up from that point of view. Everything will be positive, right? Nilesh Wani, every time I lose my confidence by comparing myself with others, how do I just put an article today on my Instagram saying every time you compare yourself, you devalue yourself. So stop comparing. Why do you have to compare yourself to someone at the end of the day? They have their life. When I say compare, go and compare the whole life of that person and then tell me how their life is compared to yours. Like I always tell a joke. I'm not offending anyone here or Salman Khan fan followers. What I'm saying is if you want to be a Salman Khan, you need to stay single and then you will be a Salman Khan. But then don't say that I want to get married and be like Salman Khan, because you can't be like Salman Khan, right? But then you focus his fame, you focus his growth and all that you see and you think, oh, Salman Khan's better, I'm not worth it. No, there's many other things he's doing not right or something else. So take it from that point of view. Great. So Rajat got the answer. Thanks a lot. So I don't need to reply on Instagram on that. So Priyanka, I've already talked about that, how to stop feeling bad when someone says bad words to us. So what is more important? I already replied to all this. What is more important in love? I don't know which love, Hajibi, you're talking about. So Helen is asking, That's also another Priyanka. There's 3 Priyankas who keep asking me the same question. Not same question, different forms. For sure, I'm going to reply to that anyways. Let me go on YouTube and then I'll come to this Priyanka, right? Pooja, what are you asking? So why don't you keep 3 mobiles in a row so that you don't need to move your head all the time? That's a very good thing. See, the problem is that, and thanks, see, I like people who suggest me good ideas. Thanks a lot, Pooja, for that great feedback. But the problem here is that if Instagram only works on Instagram only works on phone, right? Facebook and YouTube is driven by my laptop, which stays down. I don't know if I can raise and show you guys. So I have my laptop here, right? So Facebook and Instagram happens. So sorry, YouTube and Facebook happens there. So all my comments which comes, it comes here. The camera is just sitting in front of me. So Instagram, that's where the other camera is. So that's how it is set up. If I bring this camera in front of it, it looks very odd, right? So I need to keep it to the side. Thanks a lot for your suggestion. I really like people when they give me suggestions to improve. Pooja, I hope I've clarified the problem. And Instagram won't allow you to use this system to come into the Instagram. Until they allow it, I have to do it this way. This is the only way. But at the end of the day, it is good. I have my exercise putting my head this way and that way, this way and that way. So great that way. So I take it from that point. So back to here from Helen. So what, sir, to what extent we should tolerate? Being tolerant is good. See, tolerance is good. But then for me, tolerance is a negative word because you're tolerating something. When you tolerate something, it actually works negative for you. Instead of tolerating, you have to see that how can I be very flexible to the situation. So the point is, when someone is doing something, can I be flexible and deviate from that? Or can I go above and make this intolerant for me? And that is how you build it up, right? I hope I've answered that question. Kumar Kusridhi. I've already talked about English right now a few minutes ago. I hope you got the answer from there. Anjali, how to keep oneself motivated even when they are trying to demotivate you. Just focus on your dream. If it is positive, people always remember something. Whenever you take one step in life, which is your front leg and back leg, 90% will start talking about your back leg and try to pull you down. People do it because they have a lot of free time. Make sure you don't give them or be an entertainment piece for them. You keep doing so much of greatness. Later, they will be motivated with you. That's how you got to do it. When I started spreading positivity completely free of this world, everyone was against me. Like, why are you doing this free? You can charge and make a lot of money out of it. I said, I don't want money. I'm just doing it because I love doing it. Full stop. What's the problem bothering you? I come here live every day, right? It is tiring for me. No, I think so, right? But I don't feel the tiredness because I love what I'm doing. I know many people saying, why are you going every day? Even my wife once in a while, when I'm too much coming online, she said, why are you going every time? Right? So it's not demotivation. You have to think that how motivated you are towards your goal. If that is high, forget all the other things, right? I hope I've answered the question. Leeladhar is asking how to focus on one thing continuously. You should know why you're doing what you're doing. If you know why you're doing what you're doing, automatically the motivation or focus will automatically come. As I said, if you're dinner and you're hungry, I'm telling you, your focus will be completely on satisfying your hunger. So whatever you want to focus on, be hungry enough to do it. And that is how you work it out, right? Heyman is asking how to prepare a perfect timetable. Keep doing the most important thing first and keep doing it in that order. I think that's one of the best timetable you can. All right. Hi. So many highs are coming. Hi, Sneha. Oh, you like the color of my suit, the brown color? Okay, that's good. So thanks a lot for the feedback. Rukhe Nanwala is asking, so what we should do if school doesn't waive off fees during this time? There's many things over here, but my suggestion should be is that why are you looking after the school waiving off fees? They are having a crisis. The teacher have worked really hard to get you to this school, whichever level it is. So giving them an extra money for whatever they are not doing, I don't think it should be a big issue. Whatever you are is because of the school right now. So what you need to focus on is that, okay, maybe long time ago I paid low fees for them and now they're just increasing the fees. So average it all together, it won't start affecting you. It's when you say that, oh, I'm still paying the fees, it's not fair, they're not teaching, they've locked down. Don't see it from that. Don't have that cheap mentality thinking. Your teachers need to be paid. The teachers have done a lot of hard work to make you what you are right now. So you paying the fees back to the school, even though they've shut down for the lockdown period, happily pay them, because the school system is what gives you what you want in future. So giving them an extra 1 or 2 months fees, or maybe 6 months fees, shouldn't bother you that much. When you start seeing at that point of view, or seeing from the big picture, it won't bother you. Now, the other thing what you need to do is that go and call your teacher and find out, ma'am, what is most important. You can talk on phone to many people and start studying that. Get references book. It doesn't mean that if the school is shut down, you can't call your teacher or call the concerned people to get more information about it. And do that so that then you feel justified. The point here is that the school has stopped. Am I still studying the syllabus on my own? The book what you're using is done by the school, right? Okay, the crisis is happening. We all have to stay together. We all have to work together. Not complain the school or not complain the system and trying to screw them or take more money out of them. Learn to give. The thing will return when it's right time, right? Because if you all stop giving fees, now the fun part I will tell you is the thing. You're saying school is not waiving off the fees during this time. You don't give the fees and the school shuts down. Then you will say, oh, the school is not giving me certificate to pass through. The school is not reopening. And you start crying from that point of view. So think it from a long-term perspective. Don't think for the short-term gain. When you start thinking of the short-term game, I'm telling you, you're a short-term player. And then the world will also kick you off in a short time, right? So I hope I didn't offend you. Rukia, I hope I've answered that question. Where's this Arabic coming from? I have no idea. Guys, I don't read Arabic, so I really don't know. So I'll be just hiding your chats, which is in Arabic, so I can filter it from that point of view, right? So yeah, I'm just... Akshay is asking how to improve someone. How to impress someone. Why do you want to impress someone? You be a good human being. Whoever wants to get impressed about you will get impressed with time. Don't focus on impressing anyone, because they will start manipulating you with, oops. Man, there's so much things happening in Arabic. I have no idea what they are saying. Anyways, whatever they're saying, there are some smiles here. Thanks a lot for that smiles. That's all I know about it. I think I'm being, spammed, I think. So anyways, that is great. As long as I'm getting spam, which means I'm getting a lot of attention here. That is really cool, right? So I'm just trying to filter all that thing. So Yashwini is asking how to change an antisocial person. Why do you want to change them? Leave them to be antisocial. Some people are born like that, and just work on to it and leave them alone. Why do you want to make an antisocial guy? Maybe it's like, as I said, it's an introvert. Let him be an introvert and live like an introvert. He needs to be, every scientist is an introvert. Every serious hardcore engineer is an introvert. Every artist is an introvert. Don't go and change them extrovert. They're going to kill themselves with some other mental issues which you're not looking for, right? So yeah. I have a question, how to make others quit smoking. I don't want to talk about smoking because it's a long topic. I've talked about, I don't know if you have a chance, go onto my Instagram and go to see the life of an IT professional, right? There is a video con which I did, life of an IT professional. Go and have a look at it. They asked us a question on how to quit smoking and the reasons for smoking. It's a long 10 minutes. I'm talking about how to quit smoking. Go and have a look at it. I think you'll get the answer. I do use mobile all the days. How can I get rid of the mobile? It's not the mobile you're attached to. It is what you get from the mobile which you're attached to. Everyone in the world has a mobile. Your teacher has, your father has, your mother has, everyone has his mobile. So what you need to do is that what am I attracted to, and you want to uninstall or stay away from that thing whenever it's needed, right? Okay, I think DDIM. So I'm almost close to the questions of Instagram. That's really good. So I'll come back on to the questions over here. Piyush is asking how to focus on best, how to focus on to be the best in the world of competition. Stop competing. That is when you're best, right? Because when you compete, there is always a winner and a loser. And when you're in the competing field, you lose the essence of the true growth because you're completely comparing yourself. When you compare, there's a winner and a loser. So stop comparing yourself and start working on your best, right? I always tell people, be your best, right? Be your best from yesterday to today. Keep improving. Be better every day. That's all you got to focus on. Forget the competition. Don't work on compete. You lose a lot of energy in competition, right? I hope Piyush have answered the question. Simply clever. I'm okay to speak to others. When I'm alone, I'm with my friends. But when I am with my parents, I'm shy to be bold in front of them. What is the problem? It is just a childhood. It's not a problem. It's just a childhood thing. Somewhere around you might be giving a lot of respect to your parents. Somewhere around you have this fear which is built up with your parents on a longer run. So slowly, what happens is that you have this autopilot or a standard system. When you see your father, you stay quiet. It's that build-up system. I've seen when I go to a lot of colleges where students in the front of principal, they cross and stand like this in front of the principal, right? I always tell them, open your hands, stand free, stand confident. Don't get in this autopilot of, have that submissive feeling when you're in talk in front of the principal. Sometimes I see kids, the principal will say, have a sit on the chair, on the sofa. They say, no, we can't sit. The principal gave you the permission to sit. Go and sit, right? But what happened? No, fear. No, respect. You start building up. It's not a problem. It is just a system which you are born into. You just have to build up with time, right? So back to Instagram now. Hi, Sravan. DDIM, how you look at digital literacy in college students. What's digital literacy? Let me see. DITL. I know what I understand, but I really want to know what it means. Digital literacy is an ability to use information and communication technologies to find, evaluate, create. And yes, it is very good right now because obviously it is a different digital world which is going on right now. So technically my answer would be yes. If you're not digitally literate, obviously the people are really going fast in that digital world. So make sure you have to be up to date. Sudhen is asking, how to, Simply Clever says, really I'm happy with my answer. All thanks to God for that. How to develop speaking skills. Two things. Just speaking is, you need to speak, right? Without speaking, you cannot improve it. Point number one. You got to listen to other people speak and repeat that in your mind so that you get the format or the way of doing things, what they are doing, right? And work it on from that way. And then you should have the control over the language. If you are very strong in a certain language, use that language to speak. Don't go and talk English if you're not comfortable in English. How to improve English, I've already talked about in the show previously, or go to my YouTube, see English, you will get the answer for that, right? Purushottamam. Sir, how to balance between studying higher education and teaching cousin children's doesn't know how to read a word properly. Focus on your studies first, and teaching your cousin, give it second priority because there is other system to teach them. Okay, you can help them out, but make sure it doesn't affect your studies in helping the cousin children's who doesn't know how to read and work, right? So the point here is that you got to find out is that why your cousins are like that. It's their parents' responsibility to take care of their cousins and not you. So make sure you figure out your studies, and when you have free time, go and help them. No issues, but not in compromise of your stuff, right? Abhiram, I've talked about English language again. See everything what you see is English and work it up and see it from that point, right? English I've talked so many times today itself, right? Right, so yeah, how to control subconscious mind. I don't want to talk about it. So go to my YouTube video, Go and have a look at subconscious mind. I completely talk about it. Now I'm going to deflect a lot. I've been talking for 1 hour, so I'm going to go fast answering to most of the questions. So I'm just going to filter out and deviate you if it's out of collision. Improve communication skills. I've already talked about it. Give some tips to improve communication skills. Why people are keep telling about communication skills. Guys, communication skill, first point is the language. If you control the language, you control communication. Second thing, what you got to understand here is that you should talk what the other people wants to listen. If you talk what the other person wants to listen, you start a good communication. The other point is people always have a favorite topic to talk about. If you start triggering that favorite topic, they will again open up in front of you. If a person likes cricket, don't go and talk about tennis because you love tennis. Talk about cricket, go to sports, and then talk about tennis. And that's how a simple formula for communication. Sneha, I've already talked about initially I talked about self-development in a summary of what self-development is. Have a look at it. You'll come to know. Prince is asking, who inspired to spread positivity? People like you. When your questions come and when you get answers to that, it motivates me to do further on positivity. Why I come on 4 days every week is just because you people motivate me to do more about it, because you get these answers. As I said, my mission is to spread positivity and make it free for everyone. I'm just doing that, and I'll keep doing it for the rest of my life, and that's my plan, right? So what you have to understand here is whatever I do it because of you people. There's nothing more to it. There's no one behind me motivating or inspiring me to spread positivity. It just came through a way, and I thought my service is helping a certain people. I thought, why not I do it on a larger scale? And that's it. I'm telling you, it's just you people, right? Now this theme, who picked up? You people picked up, not me. The shows, who told me to bring this shows? You people told me to bring the show. That's why I'm doing the show, right? I'm here to serve or spread positive in the best possible way. It is you people to figure out how you want to use me. I'm here to serve. If you want my service, let me know. I will do it, and it will be done free of charge, right? So that's my intention. Faiz is asking how to be, now everyone is revolving around to my questions. Now, how to become a positive thinker as you like. I am not a positive thinker. I keep doing positive things. Right now I'm talking to you, giving this answer as a positive thing. That's what I believe. After this, I'm going to spend time with my family, positive thing. After that, maybe I might go outside with my family to take a round because I have a 2-year-old child. That's positivity, right? Then obviously I'm going to start working and start posting some stuff. That is positivity. 24/7, see what is positive, hear what is positive, feel what is positive, touch what is positive, eat what is positive. Here, every 5 senses fill with positivity. Your mind will be forced to think about positivity, whatever way it is, right? Capi Tui, I already talked about confidence level today itself, so please go back onto that. So Simply Clever is asking, guys, come on YouTube. There's very few people asking me this question. Snail, I didn't understand your question. How to open up? Okay. So how to open up in office? Opening up is good. Never ever open up in front of other people who doesn't add any value to life. It is just transferring your problems to the other person, which is a wrong karma and is going to hit you back with time. So don't open up. Just keep it to yourself. Solve the problem on your own and work it out from there rather than opening it up, right? I hope, Snehal, I've answered the question. So how can you compromise our time for our own sister? How do you compromise our time for her? That's a good thing if you want to. First of all, don't see it as a compromise. She is your sister and you have to spend time with her. Make sure you give quality time with her because you have a role of a brother or a sister, whatever you have to do. So don't see it as a compromise. It is you building up the relationship and make sure you focus on that. Kavya is asking how to take things easy and move on with life. Don't take life as so serious because it is very easy at the end of it. I believe that life is the most easiest thing, provided you use your common sense, right? Because most of the people don't use common sense, which makes their life complicated. They go after things which they don't have to go after. They go after things which they're not worth for. And when you start doing that, that is when life begins to complicate things, right? And don't think that you're too special. As I told before, when you see the whole world, you're just an ant. Not even an ant, you're just a germ or a bacteria at the end of the day. So don't think that you're so important in this world. There's many other things which is much more bigger. Like the Indian Ocean is way big compared to you, one small caviar who's sitting there. So that's how you do it, and take it out from there. Now I'm updated. Yes, I really love this. I'm up to date with Instagram and Facebook in answering all my questions. So Prince's question is, if you trust on someone and they break your trust, would you trust them again? My personal suggestion, if the trust is broken, make sure you don't trust them again. Full stop. But then if they've changed their actions, not what they're saying, if you see they have changed their action and they're back onto what they are, then give them a second chance, but not 100% trust. Give them a second chance, see if things have really changed, and then build it up. But if someone breaks your trust, it's broken, forget that person, stay there. I don't know what your relationship is with this, but parents, don't come in this trust battle. Husband, wife, don't come into this trust battle, right? Try to build up the relationship as much as you can. That's it. I'm up to date in answering all the questions on Instagram. That is really great. Now, last question is also on Facebook. Guys, ask me questions. I'm going to answer everything and anything about self-development. I think no one asked me any question with self-development, but then yesterday there were so many people voting for, not yesterday, on the Ask Deek, there were so many people voting for it. So that's why I took self-development. I think self-development was not the right topic to talk about. Anyways, my question, my duty is to give the answers, and that's what I'm focused on, right? Simply Clever is asking, I've planned for a day in a most perfect manner, but feel lazy to follow it, and I'm losing the day. Suggest me, please. Don't try to perfect a day because time is outside your control. So what you need to do here is what is the most perfect things I need to do in a day before I sleep, and start doing those perfect things. Your day will be perfect and you won't be lazy enough. I hope I've answered that question. And I can celebrate today. I've answered all the questions with regards to self-development. If you have more questions, ask, or I'll be signing out. I really love it. Half an hour I have saved. Now this is planning, right? You answer the question, you answer the question, you answer the question, and you go ahead of the questions. And that's how I kept doing the most important thing first, and now another half an hour at my disposal. Cool, right? So that's good. So tomorrow is the Call Me Deek show, just for everyone. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock is the Call Me Deek show. If you want me to call you, WhatsApp me or Instagram me, saying that I need a call from you, and I will call you, right? My number is 009715629964446. That's my number. You already know, most of you already know my number, and most of you have WhatsApp me also. So if you want a call tomorrow from me to talk about anything or everything, or just say hello, feel free to pass me your number and request me for a call, and I will call. There's only one person who has booked. So feel free to get that thing through. What is Helen saying? Oh, cool, sir. How come you analyze and think so deep, so broad in such a quick time with references to the Prince question? See, that's one thing. Please don't ask me how I'm answering this question. Everything else you can ask me, right? So my point is, you ask the question, the answer will come. I'm always thankful for God for giving those answers. That's it. Don't ask me how I do it, because even I don't have a clear picture of how I'm doing it. Right? So back to Sneha's questions, because Helen, Sneha, they are all the people who I know. They come here every day for all my shows. So that's the reason sometimes I tend to give more priorities to them. And so Sneha's asking, now I have time, tell about self-development. I've already talked about it before. What is self-development? Self and development. There are two things here. So what you need to do is that whatever self you have to grow and develop it. Because at the end of the day, the true reason for human birth, right? The true reason for human birth is growth. That too, self-growth. So what we're doing here is every day, something life is teaching you. What you need to do is that keep developing it, keep working on that point of view, keep, as I said, there's 5 main aspects of self-development, which is positivity, which is relationship, education, health, finance, and love. Now you tell me how I came up with this 5 main aspects of self-growth or self-development. This one, it is very simple. When you're born, you only have relationship, mother, father, so work on it. Then after some time, you go to school, the education steps in. Then after 9, 10, you take over your food habits. You take over your food habits and you begin to control and wanting to eat certain food and health or look in a certain way. So you take over your health there. After that, you get a job. That is when finance steps into your life. After that, you get love, you get married, and then God comes in and all these things comes on a larger scale. So start working on that. So what you need to do for self-development is when you start improving these 5 aspects about self, because these are the 5 aspects which revolve around that self. And you need to develop that every day. For example, what relationship? Be a good son, be a good daughter, be a good husband, wife, be a good mother, father, whichever relationship you are in. Outsiders, forget it. Right? Second one is what? Health, education, relationship, education. Keep working on your wisdom, start working, start analyzing. Don't believe people blindly. Search, learn, research, come out with your own findings and then believe the concept. Not because someone is not, I always tell people, it's not because I am telling you have to believe it. Apply what I'm telling into your life, see if the changes happen, and then believe it. So the point here is not that to blindly believe. So for that, wisdom only comes when you use knowledge and practicality together, and that is when wisdom steps out. So what you're hearing from me is a kind of a knowledge about positivity. You have to practically apply it to see if it brings a return or not. If it brings a return, believe it and go ahead and keep doing it. Then you have relationship, relationship, education, health. Take care of your health. Yes, Sneha, purpose of life is self-growth and nothing other than that. But some people try to get that purpose, which you tend to understand, which could be after the self-growth, you have this community purpose also, which comes into the picture, right? But even in that also, there is self-growth, right? And that is how you got it. Yes, Neha, you got it perfectly right. That's how you go on with it, right? I hope I've answered the question. Thanks a lot, Archita, for a positive feedback. I would just say all thanks to God. That's it. My questions are over. Anyways, what is the other question on Instagram? Simply Keva, in my planning, I include early morning time, but most of the time I wake up late. So what do I do at that situation? Again, I told you, sometimes you can't wake up early. So shift the whole day and start doing what is the day you wake up, start doing what is most important and delay your sleep a little bit and then finish it off. Keep doing what is the most important thing and keep doing it in that order until you go to sleep or until you have the project complete that day, finish that and go to sleep. Problem solved and wake up whenever you want. Right? Hi, Granadin. That's a nice name. Okay, Shashank is asking how to overcome laziness. I've already talked about it. Laziness is a choice. You choose to be lazy. I'm sure no one is lazy to eat their lunch on time. No one is lazy to go to their friend's party, which is tomorrow. No one is lazy to watch their most favorite movie when it comes out. No one is lazy to play the most favorite game. No one is lazy to talk to the most loved person they love. So how come I can say that you want to overcome laziness? Laziness is purely a choice. But when studies come, it is okay. Let me see what happens in life. And that is when you call laziness. Laziness is a choice, my friend. It is not to overcome it. You're doing it because you can do it and you know you can get away with the laziness. That is why you're doing it. But always remember, on the long run, laziness will come and hit you. And that time you will realize that you have done a big mistake. And when you start improving that, again, it starts figuring it out. I have another 20 more minutes to go, but I think self-development have completely changed the topic altogether. How to overcome fear of future. Some people call it anxiety. Some doctors call it anxiety disorder. which I don't believe. I'm a person who's completely against all this mental illness which people are talking about, because it's all created at the end of the day. Okay, so how to overcome fear of future is to have a great plan. And if you have a great plan, there's no problem with future. And then have a backup plan also. So in case if the plan number A flops, you have a plan B to still stand on. And then with time, go back onto your plan A. Life is easy, man. There's no problem with the future if you have a very good plan for future. That too, in all the 5 aspects of life: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. Full stop. Simply Clever, I think Simply Clever is on YouTube. He's thrashing it on he has today. It's good. That's the best part. When you feel free to ask me all questions, so that you don't ask me again a question after that again, right? So Simply Clever is taking motivation from movies good. Make sure the movie is 100% positive. If it's not, even that every negative thing which will having a counter effect, right? Bharati on YouTube is asking, how do you stop taking things personally? Again, self-respect, reduce that. You won't take anything personally, right? I hope I've given you a simple answer for that. Next question in Vaibhav, how to know if someone is really into you or she is worth your time? I really don't know how old are you, but you seem to look like a young guy in that small picture. Skylighter, what's your question? Can you just repeat it if you don't mind? So you become so good, you become so famous, you become so worth it that the person will come after you, wanting you to be a part of that life, rather than looking if someone is really into you, if this person is after me or not. You become so great. Be someone first, then go after someone. That would be the best question, I would say. Skylighter, what's your question? Can you retype it if you don't mind? If I go up, it's going to take a long time because I didn't see your question. Skylight, what's your question? Can you retype it if you don't mind? I can't find your question. I think it's way on the top. Just one above me. I've already talked about it. I've already talked about Vaibhav's question. Is expecting respect correct? No. Never ever do anything for respect, because the people can give you respect and they can manipulate you with time, right? So if someone calls you a dog, you don't become a dog. I've already talked about this. I'm repeating the same thing, right? So don't have this self-respect. If my hair spoils, what bothers? If my jacket is this way, what happens? Nothing happens. My jacket, you might laugh at me. It doesn't matter. If my one is here and one is this way, what happens? My respect goes? No, right? So see it from that point of view. But okay, when you know there is an error, it's not balanced, you would correct it. But do I have to lose my self-respect for that? Right? If someone makes fun of me, why do I have to feel bad about it? And it's as simple as that, right? I hope I've answered the question. Simply Clever is saying, if I ask this type of questions to anyone else, even parents, they consider me as a fool. I don't know about that, but feel free to ask any question which you have. I'll keep answering until you get tired of asking questions. I'll never get tired of answering questions, right? So feel free to ask whatever questions you have to your parents also, so that I can give you the answer. I will never call anyone a fool. For me, every question is worth answering. There's 2 reasons why people ask a question. One is they don't know the answer. The other thing is they sometimes are confused by the world with certain answers. So they're looking for those answers. If I can clarify that both, it's my pleasure to do it in the best possible way I can. I can celebrate. No more questions. I win the battle today. All this while, long time ago, questions used to supersede all this thing, right? And question used to overtake all this thing. But now I think I've done it for the next time. Hi, Nikhil on YouTube. Thanks a lot for signing in. Yeah, that's it, guys. If there's no questions, I'm done with my job. I can take a leave. Betty Wilson is asking how to love oneself. You should know who you are. You should know from where you have come from. You should know what your ancestors are, when you start seeing your past and building up a link to that, that is when you have this internal strength of who you truly are. Anjali, next topic is marriage. That is guaranteed. I think there was a vote last time. There was a vote last time of which I'm going to pick, and now it is actually. I think my kid has also come here now. So that's it, guys. I think I've answered most of the question. Anjali, I know you last time you voted for marriage. I'm obviously going to pick marriage in the next topic. I hope I'll bring my wife to. Hello, Barno. Hello, Nokana. Oh, there you go. Baby's here. Yeah. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Now, camera. Hello. Hello. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, so the baby's here. So, happy? Sorry guys, my kid has to come. So as you know, in my home, it's only me, my wife and the baby. So we have to balance it all this together. So it's taken from there. Banu's asking why people relate self-respect with ego. For me, self-respect is the most negative thing a person can ever have. So guys, stop going after the self-respect. It's a waste of time. You just build up a lot of ego, as people say, because you think too much about myself. Simply Clever is asking if I'm a Malayali. Yes, I am a Malayali by birth. Yes, waiting. Everyone is waiting for this marriage topic. Next Wednesday, no more Ask Deek. I won't take votes. Next Wednesday, it's completely about marriage, right? Right. Get all your questions. How to select a husband, how to select a girl, okay. How to arrange marriage, love marriage. This button is this full. Button rest okay. He wants me to wear a button here. So okay. So he told me to wear a button, right? So that's it, guys. We next topic will be on with regards to what do you say? With regards to marriage, and I hope I will try. What about love topic? Love is a very complicated thing, but if you really look at it, love is, my wife on the other side is saying love is marriage only, right? So there's different types of love. Seely Holic, make sure which love you want me to talk about, the current generation's gap filling love or the genuine husband wife love. Flower in there, yeah. So let me know. He's just enjoying the background screen at the back. So I hope I have answered all your questions with that regard. So next Wednesday it will be marriage is the theme Deek show, right? And the other. So the other thing is, what you need to understand is that tomorrow, sir, the other week love topic. Oh, let me see. I think most of the people will be interested about love. So obviously I'll take marriage, and in marriage you can talk a little bit of love also. So we'll pick marriage, we'll pick love. Genuine love which leads to marriage. Yeah. Most of the love before marriage are kind of not that genuine at the end of the day. So anyways, we'll talk all this on next Wednesday. And yeah, and tomorrow is the Call Me Deek show. If you really want me to give you a call, WhatsApp me requesting for a call, or more guys. Oh, you're from Gatik. That's good to know you're from Gatik. Thanks a lot for joining in. So yeah, so feel free to, if you want a call from me. So we want marriage stuff. Yes, next Wednesday topic is marriage, right? So, yeah, topic is marriage. Okay, good. Good. So yeah, Moraj, message me on WhatsApp. That to arrange marriage, you can ask me any question. I think arrange marriage will be a very interesting topic to most of it. 00971 562996446. It's good. Okay. 00971 562996446. WhatsApp me requesting for a call. all my shows happens at 5 a.m. Oh, all my happens at 5 p.m. India time, right? So tomorrow I have your number. Yes. So Jirag, right? So message me saying that you want to call. First, I've already have a one person booked to call tomorrow first. Next, I can call you. I do it based on first come first basis. So that's what I do, right? So I have 4 shows. I have my board written. One on Monday, then I have so Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are the shows which I do at 5 p.m. every day, right? Every week. So Kavya is really hitting me on this question. Kavya, I lose my self-respect from my friends. Shall I move from them or is it okay? Move from them. If they don't give you the self-respect, why you have to hang around with those friends? Friends is just a mutual benefit people. So make sure you mutually benefit and everything else is okay. Okay, right? So don't go after these friends. Don't go after that people who have no value towards your life and then want to talk to you, but my circumstances are not comfortable. See, Holic, what you can do is, if you don't want to talk to me on a public forum, you can talk to me on a private forum also. But circumstances are not there. I can't do anything, right? And take it from there, right? Whenever you're ready for a call, just message me. Let me know your number, and your circumstances is good enough. We can talk, or you can chat. Or whatever it is. I'm okay with chatting also, but I make sure I've limited my chatting a little bit because I'm chatting a lot and I'm not feeling not comfortable with my hands. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow. I hope you have enjoyed the show. Tomorrow is the Call Me Deek show. If you want me to get a call, message me on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or on WhatsApp on 00971556. God bless the world, but start with me, right? So that's it, guys. I think that sneeze was indirect telling me this one. We want your marriage story. No problem. I will share you my marriage story also. I will start the show next Wednesday talking about my married life, how mine is completely arranged marriage. And that's how it has been done. With your wife, my wife is always. I always tell my marriage story to and plus it's arranged marriage, so there's no much complication around that, right? So my wife is standing here, my kid is standing here, and guys, I have to go. Vinayak, you can message me. Nidhi Mehta, please forward. You want to share my marriage story now? I'll do it on the marriage theme. Next Wednesday, I will tell my marriage story of how we got married. If you see some of my videos, it will have there how, because many people do ask me about marriage. Yeah, I'm fine. I just sneezed. I don't know why. Maybe it's Corona. Who knows, right? So you never know when Corona is going to hit. But it's going to hit a lot of people. That is quite sure. So we'll wait and see how long everyone stays safe and stays fine. Right. So that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I know your marriage is arranged, that's why I'm asking. Yeah, for sure. I will talk about this next Wednesday. The topic is marriage. I will notify everyone. I'm going to talk about that next Wednesday. If possible, come with my wife. Wife, you'll come? She's saying no right now. Give me 1 week. I'll try to negotiate and try to bring her back. So whenever she's not in the mood, if I ask her, she'll always say, can you show your family? I showed my kid, my family's photo. If you want to see, just go on my website at www.deekparsini.com. Just click about Deek and there's my story. Go and click on my story. You'll see all my family members. Whoa. Right? So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. I think I've talked enough today. I hope I've answered all your questions. And yeah, if you want a call from me tomorrow, make sure you submit your number, name. Sir, can you tell one thing how to overcome? Lightened. Right? So how to overcome a single matter? Find the answer for the lightened. Yeah, light is there. So make sure you get that. Vinayak, just quickly, overthinking is normally when you have a lot of free time, you tend to overthink. It can be one thing, so many things, or less thing. Or sometimes you have some unanswered question about your past or your future. Make sure you get those answers and take it. Meet. Can we ask anything in the call? Yes, you can ask me anything and everything during the call. You can call me a couple of bad words also if you want. No issues. I'm happy to hear and cut your call. Right? Right? So whatever you want, you can call and tell or say or whatever feedback or how any updates. Yeah. Any updates on the show or what changes you would like to say? I'm just. Neat, I'm just joking. Right? Baby, don't play with the remote. The camera is going to go crazy, right? So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. So see you tomorrow on the Call Me Deek Show. If you want a call from me, as I said, WhatsApp me or message me on Instagram. My wife have started clapping her hands for the show. Alone King good. Last week I missed your live. All my lives are getting saved on Instagram and YouTube, but YouTube and Facebook will be much more visually better, right? So I do this show every day from 5:30 to 5 o'clock to 6:30. And tomorrow, next Wednesday, don't miss this. It's going to be about marriage, completely about marriage. I'll invite my wife. I've invited her right now. She said no. But you never know what it is, right? Yeah, and my wife is saying is that if it depends on this baby, if he sleeps only, good. If he sleeps only, she can come. So we have that limitations. But maybe in the last half an hour, either we bring the baby along and also bring. I think that's best. We can put him sit here, and yeah. So we can put him. We can sit him here, and. Kavya Shri, is this the both Kavya here on Facebook and YouTube? Okay, since last year I'm following you, sir, a big follower. Don't be my follower. I always tell people, learn to follow yourself and keep improving yourself. Following me, I just extract your energy, and I don't want you to extract your energy. You use your energy for you've learned something, apply it and share it to the world. Whatever you learn from me, make sure you share it to the world in my name or your name, but keep sharing it. And that's what it is. Kavya, I've already talked about it. Forget your friends. They're a waste of time. Right? So, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the show. Feel free to share it if any important topics. Feel free to screenshot it or, screen record it and share any important information which you have or you've learned from various people. So, keep spreading positivity. Helioic, can you give me suggestion control anger? I'm very short-tempered. Go to my YouTube, search for anger management YouTube. YouTube.com/Deek Parassini, DeekParassini. That's my name. Go and search for anger management and you will see the answer what you're looking for. If not, DM me and we can figure it out, right? Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure. Let me sign out from YouTube and Facebook first. YouTube, Facebook, thanks a lot. See you tomorrow on the Call Me Deek Show. If you want to call, send me a message and I will take your call. As I said, life is all positive. There's nothing called negativity.